Hello, this is Jeff, the Seattle Ring Hunter, and we're out here at Lake Sammamish. And we've got a gentleman that was out here about a month or so ago when the weather was a lot warmer in the water, and he lost his wedding ring. So I'm going to let him go ahead and tell the story. And your name?
So my name's Rowan, and I was out here swimming around with my mum and my dog, and just about over there somewhere, throw a ball for him, and my ring just goes. Disappears a few feet in front of me, and we spent maybe 2-3 hours searching, swimming down there, feeling around with our toes, and there's a whole lot of weeds and mud out there. Found nothing. Hoping Jeff.
So you're in the water probably up to your chest, to your neck almost.
Yeah, pretty much. Here somewhere.
So we kind of know the location out here, so I'm going to come back out. Today's not going to be the day that I actually do the search. I'm going to come back out with full gear on so I can go underwater and still be protected from the cold water without freezing myself out. And we're going to go ahead and locate his ring, and then we'll give you guys an update. So in Oslo today, if you can tell, I don't know, we've got a nice rainbow out there. So that's a good omen that this gentleman's going to get his ring back. So we'll keep you updated. Thanks a lot. Hi guys, this is the Seattle Ring Hunter, and we're out here at Lake Sammamish to follow up on a gentleman's lost ring. As you guys can see, this deck is really nice when you got a cart with wheels, but here's the real bitch, these stairs here. So I'm going to take all these scuba tanks out of the cart, lift the thing up and over, and then load them back up. So it's a real pain in the butt, but it's worth it. I mean, the trail's not all that bad. There's been a lot of other worse water access points, and this isn't too bad at all. I'm not really complaining. Definitely need to have the wheels underneath it. As you'll see out here, that cart up there with all the gear in it. So yeah, quite the activity going on out here. The gentleman that lost his ring, actually, though, he went out on this side and he actually playing with the dog, but he said the ring came off his finger and just plopped right down in front of him. So he went to dive down a few times. And if I put a line about here to the left is where the milfoil is growing, and he made a comment that he saw the milfoil just where it was kind of starting. Out that way, not so much. And actually, that little landmark and those little details actually rang to be true. His ring was right there in the milfoil, real thicket of it. Here's the ring that I recovered for the gentleman, and unfortunately, it's a little tarnished, but if he could take that to a jeweler, I'm sure he can get that sparked right back up. Ain't nothing like the first wedding ring. You can't replace that one, you know. There's some sentimental value behind that. I'm sure he's going to be really excited to get that back. It's been quite a few months since our last contact, so I'm sure he's probably kind of lost a little bit of hope on ever getting this back too, so that'll be a real excitement for him too. He may have gotten a replacement by now, but getting this specific one back, it's a really big size ring there. And that was just in the area that he had mentioned too. So the milfoil, it just started in a certain area, which was a good landmark, and it was right down there. He was just not able to put his eye on it, and he got pretty tired looking for it that day, I'm sure. Hi guys, a quick wrap up here on Rowan's ring that we recovered from Lake Sammamish finally. It's been a while for this one to come to a closure, but fortunately we got it with a recovery. Let's see here, we started back in November meeting Rowan out there. He gave us a site visit with him. He kind of did a little demonstration of the area that you saw earlier and pointed out specifically where he'd lost it. A couple weeks later in December, I came out for the first attempt and did a dive down there. Pretty cold weather at that time, and I didn't have, I had a different metal detector I was using at the time. Still sufficient, but we didn't recover it at that time. Now, fast forward to June, 80-degree temperatures, really nice, bright and sunny days. A lot of people out there recreating in the water, having a great time. Came back with the Excalibur 2 this time for the save, for the win, for the recovery. Excalibur brought this ring back. And so Rowan, I haven't been in touch with him for some time, and we're going on 7-8 months that this ring has been MIA. And I haven't talked to him in quite a while. I kind of kept up with him a little bit on text. As you can see, the path is a long path, and I had to get some other things together. figure out a better way to haul all the gear out there and back, the scuba gear. I sent him a text and said, what has 3 thin bands around the main? 3 thin bands, little spinner bands around the main. And a little bit later he texted back, he said, my ring. I was like, absolutely, your ring, yes. He's like, and then he kind of, a little bit later, he's like, well, did you find it? Because he had mentioned that it had some bands around it in the beginning. And I sent him a picture of it, and he was pretty excited. Couldn't believe it. Actually, made his day, actually, he said. And so I asked if he'd like to meet up to get his ring back sometime soon, and he said he's no longer in the area, he's moved out of the state. So with his ring in this condition, the condition that we found it, I agreed to go ahead and we're going to pop it in the mail. We'll make sure it's in a secure package so it doesn't get damaged and it gets back into his hands where it belongs. There's no physical damage to the ring, so that is great. Didn't get crushed or run over, or it wasn't like it was one that got stepped on the ground or down the asphalt or ran over by a car or anything. So the ring is in perfect condition as far as that's concerned. So we're gonna get that back to him. Really excited for that. So if you guys have lost any precious rings or metal objects that need to be recovered, go ahead and give me a call, the Seattle Ring Hunter, at 206-618-8194 in the greater Seattle area, and I'll see if I can come out and do a recovery for you. Thanks guys, till the next time. If you've lost your ring or special item of value, please get in touch with me at the SeattleRingHunter.com as soon as possible so I can arrange to do a search for you.